Alright, boys and girls, I have a battle with the lowly Fulham yet again. But this time he actually had an interesting idea. He wanted to use a theme team based on my Pokemon Brown playthrough, which I just completed. So I decided to use a theme team of my first playthrough, which was Pokemon Crystal, on my TheKillerNacho account. You guys might remember it, you might not. But basically it's my first ever YouTube playthrough against my latest one, which should be pretty interesting. We can use, and obviously we had to use the same Pokemon, but obviously, I said that was a Gen 1 and Gen 2 playthrough. Pretty much everything else is up for grabs. You can change whatever to make it a little more competitive. So, I am going to lead with Dustbuster, the one and only, as he's going to lead with his Marowak, which I guess is my Marowak. And, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and U-turn and go into Xatu, because if there's anything that is a Stealth Rocker on his team, it's going to be this Marowak. And even if he does decide to attack me, it'll probably be with a ground move, and Xatu is immune to that. And there you go. That was amazing. He sends up the Stealth Rocks on himself. And this turn, I'm kind of thinking he's going to switch it up for a rock move, so now I'm going to U-turn again and go into Feraligatr, which I really don't have a rock resist, but I'm hoping Feraligatr can take it okay, although he just misses, which is great. And I'm hoping to be able to kill this guy with a waterfall to keep him from setting up any hazards on me, which is just amazing. So those first few turns couldn't have gone any better for me. I get him to set up Stealth Rocks on his own team, which, mind you, 4 of his Pokemon, I think, are weak to them, so which is just great, and, yeah, he's not going to be able to get them up on me, so that's pretty great. So, I'm just going to go for a Dragon Dance, not knowing what this Donger thing is going to do. He decides to go for the Toxic, which will limit the amount of turns I can stay in. However, I'm hoping that I can still get some decent damage in the meantime. I think I decided to go for a Crunch this turn to see how much it would do. And he ends up going for the Perish Song, which I'm not really sure what this Donger said it's supposed to do. It has Toxic, and then it also has Perish Song. So I'm kind of expecting maybe a way to trap me. I'm not really sure what Gong can do in order to do that. So I'm like, I'm not even going to risk it. I'm just going to switch out as the Perish Songs fall. And he ends up taking this turn to Rest. So I know that the moveset is Rest, Perish Song, and Toxic. I'm not really sure what he's doing with this set, but Maybe I'm missing something pretty important. I don't know. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and rest now, and that's going to put it back to full HP as I go into Dustbuster. Now, he doesn't have the Chest of Bear. We already know that he has the leftovers, so I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn to see if he decides to switch. He decides to make the wise play and stays in to burn a turn of sleep. But now I'm going to go into my Beedrill, and I decided to give it the Beedrillite, which is totally fair game. I don't care if it's a different... I am using Beedrill with the item Beedrillite, Fulham. Come on now. It is fair game. So, I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve into Mega Beedrill and just U-turn. Like, 3 of my Pokemon have U-turn, because why not? And, obviously, Mega Beedrill is going to hit with U-turn a little bit harder. He does go out into his, what is this guy? Magmortar, though. So, yeah, that's going to be resisted, but still does a nice chunk due to Beedrill's amazing physical attack, not to mention adaptability. So, yeah, I'm just going to go into Dustbuster. And I get to frisk his item. I see the Choice Scarf. Now, Dustbuster does have more base speed, but I am adamant. And unfortunately, it appears this one is timid, so he's going to be able to outspeed me. And he gets the Parahacks, too. So I guess, Fulham, I guess you can get that. So that stinks, but I'm still able to get off the hit. Dustbuster still ends up killing the Magmortar with Aqua Tail. Unfortunately, I am locked into that. I am Choice Scarf. And this virus thing is going to come out, and I know this thing's going to use Z-Conversion, but there's really nothing I can do to stop it at this point. I just decided to stay in. I need to sack something, and Dustbuster, unfortunately, is paralyzed, so it might not be, the thing to keep. I end up getting Parahacks that turn, too, so I don't even get to do any damage, and I just die to this Thunderbolt, which sucks. But I do have max special defense on my Xatu, and I have to just pray that Xatu can be epic once again, and live this Ice Beam, and there we go. Get off the Thunder Wave on this Porygon-z. Saved the match, pretty much. Man, Xatu, clearly MVP. First, it sets up Stealth Rocks on the opponent's team, and there you go. Just coming in on the clutch, able to get the T-Wave off. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to outspeed after the T-Wave due to, paralyze his change. It only halves speed instead of, makes it 1/4 of what it's supposed to be. Which kind of sucks because looking at that damage, I probably could have stalled him out using Roost, but he does outspeed me. I can outspeed him with Beedrill, though, and I decided just to go for the U-turn. I'm not 100% sure I can kill in one hit with even a Poison Jab, so that's what I decided to do. He ends up getting Parahacks anyways. I was going to Arcanine to, probably die, and this is going to let me finish it off, though, as I go for a burn-up, killing this virus thing, and that is a huge threat down, and Z goes into Dragon God, but I have a surprise for you, Fulham. I have a surprise for you, sir, indeed. How do you like Hidden Power Ice Arcanine? I see that you do not like Hidden Power Ice Arcanine. Goodbye, Dragon God. While it saved my Pokemon Brown playthrough, it will not save you here. He goes into Shredder now, and I unfortunately am not Fire-type anymore because I use Burn Up, but I still have, you know, a trick up my sleeve. I can still hit pretty darn hard with Bloom Doom. This is my, Gracium Z Arcanine I used in a few battles, pre-bank, and I decided to bring it out again. And I'm gonna go ahead and Bloom Doom this guy. He does his best, just trying to knock me off, but I guess he didn't realize I was this set. Otherwise he wouldn't have tried that, and probably went for a stronger move. Or, you know, going for the flinch or something with, you know, Icicle Crash. Oh well, try again next time, Fulham, because your last Pokemon's Dugong. Man, I'm just going to hard cast Solar Beam. I actually should have went into Victory Bell so it could actually, you know, come out and do something, but, either way, that was a pretty great match. I thought for a moment he was going to just sweep me with Porygon-Z, but Xatu coming, you know, comes in with this clutch. I think probably this game MVP, and Arcanine was able to wrap it up. So, good game there. And today's question of the day is, do you want Pokemon to come out for the Nintendo Switch? Obviously, it's kind of, people are mixed on it. Now, everyone kind of likes the Switch, but I know a lot of people still want not to have to buy one to play Pokemon, the newest Pokemon games, but there's being heavily rumored right now that there's going to be a kind of a sequel or slash third game of the Sun and Moon series that is going to be exclusive for the Switch. Personally, I would love it because I think my capture board is dying on the 3DS. And I wouldn't need a capture board for the Switch because, you know, I can capture from that pretty easily. Which would be it would be a neat platform. It actually convinced me to buy one. So leave a comment about that and see you guys again next time. Later.